12 practices under your belt, and Coach Odom was in here a minute ago and said you guys got one big push to go before you're ready for a kickoff. What is that push? What's next for you guys?
I feel like that's just a staying focused, keep working the way we're working. Because we're really focused on ourselves. We focus on bettering ourselves. So I feel like it's just that taking that next step of being that great defense. So staying focused every day, every period.
Together when you're in a three safety look, but competing against each other, I guess when you do that more four-man look and you're going to see more of that. What's that competition been like between you guys sitting next to each other?
I feel like, throughout this whole fall camp, we both have gotten better, competing with each other. We've gotten closer as well. So we never had a problem with competing against each other. And it helped us. It helped me even more. You know what I'm saying? Because Sim works so hard and it only pushed me to work hard. So that's all we've been doing is pushing each other and just making each other better every day.
Both guys, Joe, maybe you can take us first on Simeon. Jalen Catalon, he seems like he just has one speed. I probably it's all do, but what do you think of his year last year? Where have you seen him progress this year?
Well, I feel like we've been getting the same cat. He, like you said, he's full speed every time. He's on go every time. So just his effort, running to the ball, it forced us to have to run to the ball as well. And then when we're more in like the three down look, we're competing to get to the ball first. So out of the three safeties, so one of us got to get there first. So that make it even a better competition. Running to the ball.
Yeah, and I feel the same way. It's like when you play back there with Caroline, you got to bring the juice every day. Because if you don't bring the juice, you're going to get left behind. So I feel like he just pushes us both to just play fast every snap.
What do you guys feel? I know you guys do a lot of cross training at different spots. How do you guys feel about the safety spot overall? Your second year going into the system under Barry Odom.
I fell in love with it because I know my role, I know my job, and I know what I have to do. So like year two in the defense, I feel more comfortable, and the game has slowed down all the way for me. And I just feel like being in this defense, you're gonna make plays. Long as your eyes in the right spot, you for sure gonna make the right plays.
Yeah, and I feel the same way. It's just like as long as you have your eyes in the right spot, and we talk every day on you just do your job and you will make plays, because that's just how this defense is set up. As long as you're doing your job, you're going to make plays.
You were listed at 188 last year, 205 now. You mentioned, I think, in the spring that your shoulder's better, you're able to lift heavy weights and stuff like that. How much has that helped you, in addition, I guess, to the experience that you've developed, but also being bigger and I guess maybe being able to be more physical?
Yeah, so like I said, last season I couldn't really lift weights, and I felt like that affected me, being in the game, but it didn't really too much. But now that I'm 205, my bench press went up, squat went up, so I feel like that helped me on the practice side to be more physical, and get ready for the games. And I'm at my best that I ever have been.
Yeah, very physical person.
Yeah.
Last year you were kind of an unknown quantity, and then you got to play quite a bit and had a good year. What's it like this year? A year removed from that. Now you're obviously, a better player and more experienced. And maybe after you talk about that, maybe Joe, maybe you could talk about what you see from Simeon.
It's just guys like Joe, Cat, Buster. They just help me. They give me that knowledge, and also they just keep me up at times. Even though I was going through that stuff last year, and then I stepped in and played somewhere. It was good to get that experience. I feel like I'm more of an experienced player now. I know the ins and outs of the certain stuff now. I feel like.
Yeah, I feel the same way. I saw Simeon grow, since when he was a walk-on and now he's on scholarship. I felt like he had the same energy. He's always have been a hard worker. And then on the field, he got that blue-collar chip. So just playing with a guy like that next to you, it always keeps you going. It always keep that blue-collar chip mind going.
Yeah. Have either of y'all gone up against Traylon Burks in practice so far in camp, and how is he maybe different than he was last year?
He's one of a kind. He's strong. He's fast. It's like he slimmed his body up, but he's still strong. Like all the little fat, everything's going off him. He's a real strong receiver. Yeah, I know he's real fast.
Yeah, I feel like, I mean, you know, going against Burst, I mean, he's the best receiver in the SEC. So it's always good to go against the best. You know, iron sharpen iron. And like Sim said, his body has changed tremendously. I mean, he's still the same size. You know, it's not a major change, but if you pay close attention, I mean, you can see he's more athletic. And that helped him. Like slimming his body down, and that's helped him tremendously. I mean, he's more explosive. So I feel like it's gonna be a whole nother Treylon Burks.
What have you seen from Jaden Johnson, the freshman that came in last at midterm? And also, really haven't heard much about because he came in late with Jermaine Hamilton Jordan. How are both of them doing?
I feel like they're coming along. Jaden's a young guy, but he has a body like he's been in college for 3 years already. And I feel like he's starting to learn how to use that body, learn how to come down, be more physical, and he's playing faster. And I feel like the same with Jermaine Hamilton Jordan. He's getting stronger, he's getting faster, and he's starting to pick up the plays more and more. And that helps when you get to come in a little early, you get a little jump start on that.
Yeah, Jaden, he's
Beast.
physical. We call him Cash Chancellor.
Yeah.
I mean, he's an 18-year-old, and I feel like he's like physically he's there. Mentally he's coming along every day. You know, with fall camp. You know, just being around us, it's a little different when you make that transition from high school to college. You know, the communication level is at a high standard. So I think he's getting better at that every day, and so is Jermaine Hamilton.
Jaden?
Cam Chancellor. He got the body type. Yeah. He's very physical. I mean, he's 6'3". He's back there 220.
Yeah.
What about Slusher? I mean, he's a guy that played for you guys a whole lot last year, and how's he come along? How's his camp been?
Man, he's been having a great camp. He got good feet as a safety. He's been moving from cornerback to safety, from corner to safety. I feel like he can do both. He's a very physical safety, you know, even physical corner. I feel like the games for him is slowed down, you know, with it being his second year. I feel like he's gonna have a great season as well.
Yeah, and I feel the same way. He's playing much faster, and he's a very versatile player. You can put him in corner, nickel. You can put him in safety. Has great hips. He can stop on a dime and break on any pass, any throw. So I just feel like he's a great safety. He's coming along. He's getting older, and he's starting to mature.
Simeon, just what have you seen from Joe in camp, and where's he improved maybe since last year's? Coach Odom came in here and said he's maybe making more plays than anybody on defense right now.
Like Joe said, you can tell that the game has started to slow down for him a little bit more. He's got his body right. Joe's just he's always been a very physical player. Now this offseason helped him a lot. He was able to get stronger. He's able to read routes very good. And that's stuff that we pride ourselves on, just studying film, being able to see the play before it happens. And I feel like that's what he's capitalized on the most in this fall camp.
Definitely. No, you good. I was agreeing with him.
Okay. You know, you guys got a lot of defensive linemen back. Obviously, Marshall's a big loss, and then you got a lot of influx too. What do you guys think of the defensive line, the depth, and maybe won't be playing as much, you know, 6 DBs or whatever? Jonathan, if you could take that first.
Yeah, I'm glad this is my favorite part. I wanted to talk about this the most because our D-line, man, they've been making our job way easier, you know, just getting the pass, getting to the quarterback. You know, we ask them every day, how many seconds y'all need? You know what I'm saying? It went from 3 seconds to about 0.9. Like it's always like the seconds always dropping. So just for them to have that confidence and know we're gonna hold up on the back end, it made me more confident, you know what I'm saying, that they're gonna get there. And all I gotta hold up about is 3 seconds. So I love the way our defensive line, you know, has been running to the ball. Even if it's a deep ball, they're trying to, you know, burst out like at least 4 steps or something like that. I just love that, you know, the mentality that Coach Ashley has brought to the D linemen. And then, you know, with the new guys that were brought in, I feel like the time that we had, I feel like, you know, we've been together. The chemistry is there. So I feel like our D line is going to be a great part of our defense.
Yeah, I feel the same way. They just been dominant all fall camp. They get to the quarterback. They They're getting to the running back. They're doing their job, which makes our job much easier. And sometimes that makes it seem like we can play that 4th down more because when they get to the quarterback, we don't have to hold up as long on the back end.
Have a primary safety role? Do you consider yourself a middle safety or boundary safety, or are you just safety? Is everybody
gotta
just
know 'em
expected to
all.
play everything?
You got to know them all because it all ties in together from our perspective. Maybe you get caught on the other side of the field. You got to know what he does. That way you don't have to run all the way, switch sides of the field. I feel like that was a big step. I feel like every DB took in this fall camp, just learning everybody else's position. That way it makes the game easier.
You guys take the field, is there any kind of primary, like, I'm the middle safety, or nothing, none of that, just going out there playing safety and then figure out where you're at?
Now we kind of, I mean, I'm the boundary safety, Simmons the field safety, and then Cat is the middle safety. But like he said, when we go against fast-paced offenses, sometimes we might get stuck on the side. I might get stuck on the field side. He might get stuck on the boundary. So we're interchangeable. We know, we know it all, even from the nickel with Greg Brooks. He can sometimes play safety as well. So that's the step we took in fall camp, we're knowing each other's jobs.
You talk about the defensive lines. Zach Williams in particular, he's put on quite a bit of weight since he was a freshman. What are you seeing from him and maybe how he's changed the last couple of years?
He's crazy athletic. He's real strong and fast. And a lot of our guys were young, and I feel like I keep saying it a lot, but they're just starting to mature. They're starting to work more like way in the summer, getting those extra workouts in when there is no coach around, like just taking responsibility and you doing that work on your own, making yourself a better player. I feel like that's what he did this summer.
Yeah, like he said, I saw Zach, when he came in, and he didn't look like what he looked like now. I feel like Coach Walker did a great job, with stressing to him, like he got to eat this summer, he got to put more weight on. And that's what he did. Like Coach Pitt said, anything that he's asked of us to do, we've done it up to this point. That's what we're going to keep doing. And so I feel like Zach, he's did everything he's supposed to do, and you can see it in his body, how his body has changed.
First time you think, well, that guy's a good athlete, but he looks like a safety, not
Yeah,
a defensive end. But you remember what your first thought was?
Yeah, that was my first thought when he first got here. But like now when I see him, all I see is a dog in him. He bring that mentality every day. And then Eric Gregory, I see them two, like when they first came in, they were so close to each other. And I feel like they both, had one goal, and that was to get bigger in the summer, and then through fall camp, I feel like they've been working with each other every day. And then like with Trey Williams, he came in and he just was working with all the younger guys and, showing them the way basically. And I feel like that's helped the D-line.
Yeah, I feel like Kel and Trey and DJ, they all brought that experience to the D-line, which is really helped them. That's why they're so dominant, I feel like, this fall camp.
The start of the season is just around the corner, and if you're into sports betting, Bet Online is where you should go to win some money today. Whether it's live bets during games or future bets on who you think will win the championship, Bet Online has all the latest odds, news, and information for all your online sports betting needs. Visit the website today or use your mobile device to join and receive a 50% welcome bonus on your first deposit. So before the next big game or before the season starts, head on over to Bet Online and start playing today. That's Bet Online, your online sportsbook experts.